morning. He did it again. You woke up this morning for me. Thanks so much.
All in preparation for when you leave for the next 2 weeks.
Yes.
And I'm up at 5. So if you thought I was complaining about 6.
And that hour, right? People go, it's the middle of the night. You might as well get up anyway. That hour is a huge difference.
You have no idea until you actually have to do it.
Right?
Bedtime at 9 o'clock.
Yeah. But naps are delicious.
Yes.
Oh, they're so good.
They're even good right now. Like when I wake up or when I finish here, right home to bed.
Yeah.
Right home to bed until I got to eat. Yep.
Yeah, and then you just kind of like, yeah, it's such a good deep sleep. There are times I wish I slept that well at night.
Right? Nope, can never do that because for me, I'm always way too worried about my alarm going off. So I wake up at like 4, then I wake up at 5, then I wake up at 5:30. I'm like, well, it's only half an hour. Do I go to sleep? Do I wake?
See,
stay
you do
up?
care about your job because you worry about your alarm.
Cut. Go to break.
Stop it.
Go to break.
Go to commercial. What's Justin Bieber doing with Trump?
I don't know. Right now, a rapper by the name of A$AP Rocky is facing charges of assault in Sweden. Mm-hmm. So Kim and Kanye go, yo, help out our boy over there. Trump's like, I'm going to help you guys. So I'm sure Trump said too, just like that.
I betcha.
So Trump's trying to impose his power to be like, yo, get him out of there.
Yeah, hey.
And Bieber's like, hey, you know what? Good for you, Trump, trying to help out another industry performer like myself. Mm-hmm. But why don't you get those kids out of those cages?
Boom.
Yeah, take that, Trump.
There's a nice Canadian boy for you.
Yeah, and I saw a tweet saying, in 2011, if you told me A$AP Rocky would be in a Swedish jail being advocated by Kim and Kanye to get him out with help from President Donald Trump, that they would not believe you and you must be a time traveler. And I gotta say, yeah.
Is it a reality show? Right?
I don't know.
It feels like
Which reality are we living in?
Yeah.
Right?
It's a weird one. I'm not sure I like this one so much, really.
But good for Bieber, just not pulling any punches. Just...
You know what? Stands up for yourself.
There's the tweet right there. I want my friend out. I appreciate you trying to help him, but while you're at it, Donald Trump, can you also let those kids out of cages? He didn't even say pleased.
You know what? He didn't even say please. I'm so proud of him, seriously, because I'm sure he cares I'm proud of him. But
he
seriously.
He knows.
Yeah, he knows.
He's going to be able to sleep tonight now. He's going to watch the show and go, yeah.
Okay, good. She's not mad.
And just snuggle back up. Yeah. You know. Hi, Justin.
You know what, though? You were surprised that the rapper A$AP Rocky was charged.
Yeah, well, I've only seen as much as has hit the internet. Apparently, the judge has said there's been a lot more stuff that he's seen that the internet has not, plus witness testimonies. But from the video that's been circulating the internet, it's just a bunch of guys harassing A$AP Rocky and his crew, I guess. Harassing around the block, keep going, like, get away from us, get away from us, get away from us. Keeps harassing him. A$AP Rocky hits him, they get into an altercation. Now they're in jail.
See, my point is
there's a clip from the video right
there
now.
It is.
Yeah, screen grab.
So A$AP, buddy, that's why you have security people. Right?
Right.
Like, have them
apparently his security
help the person out of your jurisdiction.
Yeah. Apparently the guy that was harassing them assaulted the security guard with headphones or something, threw headphones at him or whipped him with headphones or something. I have no idea. I wasn't there. But from A-Dog to another A-Dog, we're going to get you free. Dog. We're going to get you free.
Yeah, we're going to get you out. You know what, A$AP Rocky? Hold on, man.
Yeah, but if you are guilty, I'll take back everything I say. Like, if you actually did instigate everything, I take back everything and you're done for.
And I'm just thrilled that I kind of sort of know who you are at this point.
Lou knows.
Just saying.
She's up on her rap game for sure.
No, that's not it.
No? Who's your favorite? What was it? What is?
That's not it. What do you do?
I don't know. I'm not throwing up gang signs on the morning show.
Oh, is that bad?
I don't know. I don't know.
I just meant like hang loose.
Like I'm from the streets, but I'm not from the streets. I'm not from the streets.
Give me your sign. When you see a bud or a homie on the street.
Just kidding. You're the best. That's what I meant.
You're number one. That was very good.
That was pretty good, eh?
Yeah, you can think quick on your feet.
I can.
I'm scared. Kensington Palace wants to reassure you, Alex.
Okay, reassure me, Kensington Palace.
Kate is not on the baby Botox bandwagon.
Oh my God.
You know what
Oh
happened?
my God. Oh my God.
Seriously.
Oh.
I have to cancel my appointment now.
Lou,
My baby's 27, so I was thinking maybe I should do some Botox.
could you tell I was a little
Yeah,
apprehensive today? I was a little
you
on
were
edge.
So now you feel better. She didn't do it, man. She just naturally
Oh
looks
my
that
God.
good.
Okay, I think
You
I'm ready to
know what,
continue.
though?
What?
This professional plastic surgeon in Britain took side-by-side photos of Kate.
Mm-hmm.
And on one of them, she was doing this, so she had wrinkles in her forehead.
Mm-hmm.
And then he said something about her eyebrows. And then on the next one, he said, you can see the difference because there was no more wrinkles.
Right.
But she was making a totally different face. And eyebrows, are you kidding me? Have you heard about eyebrow pencils? Right? This is a professional guy. And he says on Instagram, our Kate loves a bit of baby Botox.
No, she doesn't.
No, she doesn't, Doctor Who?
Yeah.
But he has 48,600 followers on Instagram. So everybody was like, what? I didn't even know that was a thing.
Followers shouldn't validate
Right?
what you say.
Yeah,
What
exactly.
should validate what you say comes from right here. Let's continue.
Do you have heartburn? Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm
Yeah?
ready to move on.
Yeah? Are you? You're sweating a little bit, so I just...
Is it that noticeable?
Remember yesterday we were talking about J-Lo. I know you have a hard time thinking about her, but
I know.
50 years old yesterday. So I hate her. But Alex Rodriguez, what a sweet, romantic dude. Plus he's cute and built and has money.
Super successful.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Seems respectful. He did a video montage of them and some of their more private moments and gave it to her apparently as not that private.
Okay.
Gave them
I was
to
like,
her.
that is...
Yeah, no Kim Kardashian sex tapes.
Okay.
No, nothing like that. But very sweet and very romantic. Like from, for instance, a shot of when he proposed to her on the beach.
Oh.
You know, like really, really
Their
nice thing.
family moments,
Exactly,
laughing
with the
together.
kids,
Yeah.
and yeah, him beating up her son. No, I'm kidding.
You're taking
That
me
just
on a
went
roller
dark.
coaster of
I'm
emotions
just like,
this morning.
Pay attention, honey.
Okay, I'm with you. I'm with you.
So she or he buys her a Porsche for her birthday.
That's nothing. That's like chump
what?
change. That's
Right?
like
A
him,
Porsche.
yeah, taking out a stack of money out of his wallet, throwing it at someone. And
From my perspective, I hope it was the right color. Because if it's not the right color,
take it back. You don't love her.
if you don't know, right?
if you don't know the favorite
Oh no,
color
I'm
of a
starting to
Porsche,
think like him. Yeah.
my
But
plans.
imagine that.
Take it back. You don't
Right.
love her. If you didn't get the right color, done.
What color
Over.
would you get?
Green with purple polka dots.
No, you would not.
I would absolutely not.
You would not.
I don't know. Something loud but not too loud. Maybe a midnight blue. Nice little dark.
I'd get a red one.
Like that?
Yeah, see? That's the Porsche. That's the one. He got her a red one.
I did hear though that insurance rates are higher for red cars. I don't know if Jacob can confirm that in the control room.
Is that
or not.
true, Jacob? Not anymore. It used to be.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm a little slow.
'Cause you know what though? I had a red car.
Really?
Yeah, and it was more expensive.
Really?
Yeah, it's kind of a weird thing. I'm not sure why.
Red Porsche?
No, mine was an Alero.
I don't know what kind of car that is.
No, you don't. It's got 4 wheels and a big handle on it, and has guards, and people pull you in it. It's called a wagon.
Well, good thing we have the ONNtv Camaro to take everywhere,
Right.
though.
Yeah, with our faces on the side of it, doing this.
You're number one.
Thanks for watching.
Yeah.
There's an Alero. See? Mine
Oh.
was a 2-door though, and it was red.
2-door sports car.
Yes. Well, they classified it as a sports car.
Yeah, anything 2-door.
The first brand new car I ever owned in my whole life.
Did you test it? Did you
I
pin it?
and then the salesperson said, you look awesome in this car. So I said, okay, thanks.
Lou, come on.
I did.
Hook, line, and sinker.
Yeah.
Come on.
Well, I'd always done the practical thing because the kids and stuff like that. Yeah, see there. Look how cute.
Two-door,
That's not
right?
really sporty, though, is it?
It's got a spoiler on the back.
Right? A little spoiler, yeah. I was spoiled, so I got a spoiler.
I don't know.
What does a spoiler do?
Jacob?
It's a downforce, but it's useless on that car. He's our car expert, by the way, our producer this morning, in case you haven't gathered that.
I've got no idea about anything with cars, and he just talks in a completely foreign language to me every time he
too.
talks about his new car, and I'm
Yeah.
like, wow, that sounds good. Hey, cool steering wheel.
In my last job, my co-host asked me, so what kind of car do you drive? And I said, it's a red one. Yeah,
You're not wrong.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Wheels, everything. Casey Security, thank you so much for sponsoring. We have tons ahead. Stay with us.
Welcome back to Mornings with Lou Ann and Tim, and joining me in the studio is Susan Richards from New North Greenhouses. Welcome, Susan.
Thank you very much, Tim.
I always enjoy having you on the show because I learned so much from you.
Oh, thank you.
Now, one of the things you're going to be talking about is an event coming up it's tonight because we're airing this on Thursday
That's
morning.
right.
So if you've got some time for you this evening and you're interested in gardening, Susan is doing a workshop.
Yes, it's
an information session.
It
kind of
is.
thing.
It's a short session from 5 to 7 on Thursday, tonight.
Yeah.
And it is all about pollinator gardens. Everybody is very concerned about keeping pollinators in their gardens, attracting pollinator insects to their gardens, and hummingbirds and birds and butterflies.
Certainly right now, bees and butterflies, there's
Yeah.
a lot of consternation about these creatures dying off.
That's right.
Right?
Yeah, their habitats going. There's chemicals that have damaged them. And
It's a
so
combination of
a
they're losing their
combination.
happets and the environment, right?
That's right, exactly.
Okay,
a lot
but
of
there's things we can do to help
sure.
keep them surviving.
That's right. We can plant different plants that attract and feed the pollinators.
Okay.
So this event tonight is about perennials that will attract pollinators to your garden.
Perennials are so great too because you just put them in and they just come back year after year.
That's
you don't have
right.
to worry about them. You know
That's
where they
right.
are. You take care of them. And
Exactly.
So you obviously sell a variety of plants that are pollinators.
We do.
Yeah.
And one of our major suppliers for perennials, heritage perennials, has put a really nice symbol on the tags of the plants that attract bees to the garden. There's a little bee on so it's very simple. And there's other symbols on the tags too for hummingbirds and birds and butterflies. But they make it easy when you're looking through the selection of plants to figure out what you might like for your pollinator garden.
But then as far as placement goes, you'll be discussing that, like where in the yard, shade, sun, all
That's
that kind
right.
of like plants around
Exactly.
it, because I would imagine that maybe there are some other plants that you don't want to have around the pollinator in case they don't like those kinds of plants.
Well,
are there any plants that turn
I don't
off
think so.
butterflies?
Not
Okay.
that I'm aware of.
All right.
No. But we'll be doing a seminar at 6 o'clock as well as how to plant a perennial garden for pollinators.
Okay.
So, and then there'll be different, just to make it fun, of course.
To make it fun.
We're going to have games of chance where you can win prizes. You can win plants or you can win discounts. And
Okay.
Yeah.
So if you're looking to get out there a little earlier, you could go head out around 5 o'clock.
That's right.
Do a little looking around,
That's
play
right.
some of the games that you
Yeah.
have set up, and then stay for the information session.
Right.
Or otherwise, go out for the information session at 6.
Yep.
And then afterwards, shop for a while because you're open till what time?
7.
7, okay.
Normally we close at 5, but this is an event where we're staying open from 5 to 7 for the event.
I see. I didn't realize your hours closed at 5 on weekdays. I guess I'm
Yes.
usually out there on weekend mornings or something.
That's right. Well, it's summer now, and we don't tend to get people who are shopping in the evening as much
That's
as we do in the
true.
busy springtime.
Have you had a good year, Susan?
Not too bad. Yes, started really slow. Everybody.
It's because of the weather. I mean, you saw me out there.
Yeah.
I just got my
That's
annuals
right.
for my baskets and my beds and
Yeah.
my flower boxes and stuff.
So it was certainly started later, but then picked up well, and we're still getting people coming out like yourself who haven't been out yet for various reasons. Maybe they were doing a construction project or just weren't ready.
Right.
So we do have some plants left.
Oh,
in
you
the
had
annuals.
a great selection. Not any hanging baskets
No,
left, but you
no.
had a lot of really good, nice, still some really pretty annuals
right.
out there, and everything was really inexpensive. I have to tell you, I think it was 30% off when I was there for the
Yeah.
annuals.
Well, there's different prices are reduced at this time of year just because.
I got what I normally got for about half the price of what I normally spend,
Well,
and
that's always
I think I
fun.
ended up with more because I bought some perennials to go in a shade garden this year
nice.
too. Yeah.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask you a little bit about this time of the year, what we should be looking at doing right now. If we have our gardens in, what
Yep.
should we be doing for maintenance and upkeep and getting ready, or for the middle of this time of the year?
Plants in the ground should be fertilized, and all your planters and baskets need to be fertilized. If you haven't been doing it regularly, people often complain they don't get their flowers going right through into August in the second half of the summer, and it's mainly because they don't fertilize enough.
Okay.
So clip back, deadhead, keep everything looking clean and tidy, but fertilize. Give those plants some food. They need food to keep blooming right through to the frost.
And they will too, won't
Oh, they will.
If
If you take care of them, they will.
you deadhead them, there's other blooms going to come back as long as they're fertilized
Yeah,
too.
and water well, of course,
Oh,
because we
yeah.
get these times where it's, you get a bit of rain, but that rain wasn't enough rain.
Listen,
It's
I've had
really
to water
dry.
multiple times during
Yeah,
the day.
that's right.
It's been so dry, and even though it's humid, it's still dry.
That's
like
right.
The soil dries out from the sun, right?
It does. Yesterday, especially, I noticed it was cooler, but it was sunny and it was windy.
Which
and
dries
that
them out.
That sucks the moisture out in my pots, which I thought would hold for the day. I had to go back and
You had
water
to go back
them.
and rewater as well. Evening watering, a good idea?
Yeah, early morning, early evening. Try
Okay.
not to wet the foliage in the evening.
Oh,
Try
don't get the leaves wet because they get moldy, is that
That's
why?
right. Well, there's more chance of disease. You're right.
More chance of disease.
That's right, exactly. And try to avoid watering in the heat of the day.
Okay.
You're wasting a lot of water to evaporation.
They say that about lawns as well. Don't
Yeah.
water your grass during the hot sun.
That's right. And sometimes even water sitting on the foliage can magnify the sun, and you can burn the foliage
Oh, well, don't want to do that.
too. No.
And as far as the event now, let's just do a refresher.
Yep.
So it's New North, obviously, is on Airport Road,
That's correct.
and it starts at 5.
That's right. From 5 until 7.
And you're going to have some games,
Yeah.
a couple little refreshments
That's right.
maybe here and there,
Yeah.
chances to win some prizes.
That's right, and the information session, and then the staff will be on hand to help anybody who has questions about, which plants are the best spot for their garden.
The gentleman, when I went out there the day that I was out there, the young man who's working in the outside,
Chris, yeah.
wow, like I was getting out of my car, walking towards, and he was like, "Hey, how you doing?
Yeah.
Are you looking for anything special today? Can I help you?" And then I was like, "I'm gonna look around a little bit first."
Yeah.
He was like, talk about knowledgeable.
Yes.
And I was saying, I was very specific. I said, "I'm under a blue spruce, and I need this, this, and this." And I'm looking. He said, "Okay, well, you're gonna want this, this," and
Yeah.
he really helped me out. And same too when I came to see you in the greenhouse as well.
Well, that's what we really have to work hard at, is serving our customers well, giving them the information they need. Some people say it's a long drive out there. Well, it's not for those of us that live out
I
there.
live out there. You and I grew up out there too.
That's right.
So yeah.
But we want to make sure that people, when they get there, get all the information they need and get what they want.
You
know,
also
what they
offer
came
great
for.
follow-up service
Yes,
to
we
your
do.
clients.
Yeah.
So if people have questions or if there's
Oh,
any issues with the
absolutely.
products, we know that you're there and you respond.
That's right. we
Which
do.
is so nice to have.
Mm-hmm.
And also the quality of the plants that you get at some place like New North
Mm-hmm.
is so far superior to some of the other places who buy in bulk from, people that aren't as respectable as far as to being distributors of plants.
That's right. Well, we grow most of our own annuals and herbs and vegetables. We grow right there in our
You do?
greenhouses. We do. Yeah, back in the production greenhouses, we grow it.
See, I didn't know that.
Oh yes, that's why they're healthier. They don't have to travel. Now we buy some things in that we can't grow, and of course we buy trees and shrubs and perennials. The season isn't long enough up here to grow them.
Right.
But we buy from very good suppliers.
Oh, speaking of the shrubs, and you talked about, is it now the time to start trimming them back too? Is that that right?
Yes. If you're looking to do some pruning in hedges, now's the time.
Okay.
Any of your flowering shrubs that have finished flowering, give them a nice shaping up and a bit of a haircut.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a good time for pruning.
And you also, the planters that you had already pre-planted, all those were all highly reduced. They were like 50% off, some of the ones when I was out there.
Yeah, well, it's that time of year where we'd rather have them gracing your patio than sitting in the hot greenhouse. It gets up to 105, 106 in that greenhouse.
Holy smokes!
It's hot.
Wow,
Yeah,
but it's
sunny.
gorgeous. It's
Yeah.
really, and you know, even just to wander out there and take a walk through some of the paths and the gardens you have, and inspiration for ideas as well.
Well, that's what we try to give you, good inspiration.
Yeah, and lots of creative stuff too, as far as things to hang in your garden and decorations and
to make
really
it
beautiful.
personal.
Yeah, so head on out then. Tonight it'll be a lovely night, 5 o'clock till 7 o'clock at New North Greenhouses. My friend Susan over here will take good care of you.
Thank
and
you.
she's got that seminar going on for pollinators,
That's right.
perennial pollinators.
That's right. Thank you
Always
very
a
much.
pleasure, my friend.
Thanks,
I'll
Tim.
see you out there.
Okay.
And we'll see you right after this on Mornings with Luann and Tim.
I'm doing whatever it takes, stopping at nothing, I'm up in your face, shaking it off, no matter the cost, I'm feeling the wind, I'm taking it all, I'm paving the way with the sweat and the blood, I'm at the top, I'm rising above, I want the gold, give me the rush, Queen Midas, I got the touch. I'm pushing, 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 I'm pushing.
Housed in a 15,000 square foot custom manufacturing facility built to produce world-class cabinetry at surprisingly affordable prices, Great Lakes Fine Cabinetry brings your project from initial concept to final design. Proudly providing Northern Michigan and the Algoma region with quality hand-built cabinetry for the past 20 years. Located at 844 East 3 Mile Road, Sault Ste. Marie, Michigan, Great Lakes Fine Cabinetry, making your cabinetry dreams come true.
Yeah, you know what?
What a great shot.
That was
huh?
absolutely beautiful. I did that
was so
though.
a Sault Ste. Marie shot with the bridge and the lock.
I did it. It was me.
Well, I'm not surprised. Super Alex!
It actually wasn't me. It's probably Jacob and Mike.
That was Megan's. Megan Pounder. Way to go, girl. Looking lovely. So what day is it today? All right, he's getting ready.
Thread the Needle Refreshment Intern Chili Dog Wine and Cheese Hot Fudge Sundae and Hire a Veteran Day.
I heard wine and cheese.
Okay.
I heard hot dog.
Chili dog.
Chili dog. I could do that.
I've never tried a chili dog before.
No?
No. I've always been curious.
So awesome.
I'm not a big hot dog guy though.
Oh, no?
You see how they're made and you're like, eh.
Oh, see, I don't want to see how they're made.
No, you do not.
I don't want to see what's in them.
No, you do not.
I just think they're awesome, though.
But it is Thread the Needle Day.
Thread the Needle Day. Do you sew?
No.
I sew.
Really? So what?
I sew buttons on and I can hem.
I paid her money to laugh at that joke.
Yeah.
Refreshment Day?
Refreshment.
It didn't.
Alcoholic refreshment?
It didn't say, so I
So
think
it
it's
has
up
to
to
be.
creative interpretation.
Well, wine and cheese and refreshments and hot dogs,
That's-
chili dogs.
that sounds
need a
like
beer.
an awful combination. Beers and chili dogs.
So good. I hate beer.
Really?
Oh, can't stand beer.
Really?
I think I've had one sip of beer in my
Oh,
life.
they're drinking beer on National Refreshment Day.
There
We're-
you go.
We're good.
See? Yeah. So they're awesome. They're cool. Because I always wanted to drink it because in college, for instance, it's way less expensive than like a mixed drink, right? And you don't have any money.
Couldn't do it though, eh?
Thread the needle. Yeah, no. couldn't
Lou's
do
not
it.
going to shotgun any brews with
No,
the boys anytime
no
soon, eh?
brewskis. No.
No brewskins.
Put some red wine or vodka. I'll chug along with you. No
Have you
problem.
ever seen the people that will put holes in the side of their beer cans
Yes.
and drink it like that?
I don't get how that works.
Well,
So you pop it out, you drill the hole,
Yeah.
and then you pop it while it's in your mouth.
yeah, you pop it and then there's airflow, so
Right.
it goes through.
So you got it. Oh.
It's called shotgunning, so you have to drink it really fast.
Have you ever done that?
It depends who's watching.
Uh-oh. Really? I can't imagine anything good would come of that.
It depends. Like, are you trying to party?
Yeah.
Depends how fast you got to catch up to everybody else.
Right.
But I'm not one of those people that are like done, or like someone would smash it over their head and drink it.
No, I don't
I'm not that dumb.
I can't see you
No.
as that type. My two nephews at Christmas
There it
one
is.
time.
Oh, buddy's got a squirter though. Come on, he's got
He's got a what?
a squirter because like he's putting too much pressure in it.
Oh,
You're supposed to.
he's got a squirter.
There's technique
you mean
to it.
on the can?
Yes. That's exactly what I mean.
Uh-huh.
There's technique to it. You gotta like kind of tilt it so there's an air pocket. Then you put something in so it doesn't squirt everywhere.
Sounds like you're a professional.
Rookie over there. I'm not a pro, but that guy's a rookie
Yeah,
for sure.
seriously. My two nephews one time, Christmas Eve, had this funnel. I swear to
Yep.
goodness.
Big tube on it.
Yeah, and two brothers, like beer after beer after beer. Well, what a show! What a fiasco! Merry flippin' Christmas to us.
Was
It
there a
was so
cleanup
funny.
after?
No.
Oh,
No, they're Borsiers, man. You don't puke on booze. Come on. What are you, a wuss?
Yeah. Wuss. Are you cool?
If you're cool, you cannot barf on hangovers. You can't.
Peer pressure on the morning show. Trying to be cool?
And if you are barfing in the morning from a hangover, don't drink anymore.
Luann and A-Dog, message has been approved.
Right? You're not a barfer, I don't think.
Heck no.
No.
Wow, I have to watch what I was going to say there. Heck no.
I have to say, though,
Mm-hmm.
that now, as I've become much wiser, I
Okay.
take a half a Gravol before I go to bed.
Does it work? Is it good?
does.
Probably
Settles
just
the
puts you
stomach
right to
nice and-
sleep too,
well,
right?
Yeah. You know how when you're really hammered, you don't sleep good? You
I
pass
would-
out.
No.
And then 4 hours later, you're like every half hour you're turning, and then your head's like,
Yeah, and you're just
Gravol
reaching for
helps that.
water and just...
Right? Yeah, water is medicine. Water is yeah.
Yeah. Oh, but we'd have no idea.
No.
No.
No, that's what I've read.
Straight
I
edge.
did some research for this segment, so that's how I know all that. Who's coming up next? The news.
The news, yes. And then after that, I'm speaking with Aaron Gravel from Fire Services about how to keep yourself safe around fires this summer. For whatever reason, I couldn't remember the month. Whatever. We're going to commercial. I don't care. I'm out of here. Bye. See you after. Bye.
Sit down.
With over 45 years of experience, All Ontario Well Drilling offers hydrofracking and all well drilling services. Call 705-575-8088 or 705-257-9495.
At Maitland Ford Lincoln, we see our trucks everywhere. We see them on Queen Street, Lake Street, North Street, Bay Street, 2nd line, 3rd line, 4th line, Pine Street, Great Northern Peoples Road, Wellington, Cora Road, Bruce Street, Carmen's Way, Northern Ave, Trunk Road. Folks come from all over Algoma District and beyond to buy their truck at Maitland Ford Lincoln. Amazing prices, outstanding service. King Street, Shannon Road, Goodley Bay, Black Road, Government Road, and even on Pine Shores. Yep, our trucks are everywhere. Get yours at Maitland Ford Lincoln, built for Northern life, on Great Northern Road, just north of the hospital.
Police in Brantford have cancelled an Amber Alert for a 2-year-old girl. Officials say the child has been found and is safe. Earlier, the police had issued an alert saying Heather McManus was believed to be with her father, Sean McManus. They say the father was last seen yesterday at 12:18 a.m., leaving Brantford in a vehicle with 2 adult females. Police say the vehicle was found in Hamilton, but the father and daughter weren't with the vehicle. On Tuesday, City Police arrested 27-year-old Derek DeRasp of No Fixed Address for possession of a controlled substance for the purpose of trafficking. Officers approached DeRasp in the west end of the city for breach of recognizance, and he fled on foot. Officers arrested him a short time later and located about 19 grams of cocaine and 1 gram of crystal meth in the area. Officers also conducted a search of the accused and located a knife that opens with centrifugal force. force. Durasp is charged with 1 count of possession for trafficking, 1 count of possession, unauthorized possession of a prohibited weapon, 5 counts of possession of prohibited weapon while prohibited, and 6 counts of breach of recognizance. He was held for bail court. The RCMP say the suspects in the murders of an American woman and her Australian boyfriend, as well as the death of another man in northern British Columbia, left a burnt-out vehicle 2 provinces over in Manitoba.
With respect to public safety, we understand the concerns being raised. This is a complex, ongoing investigation involving multiple jurisdictions. We are engaged with police forces across Canada. We are investigating all tips and are continuing to ask for the public's assistance. We are also reminding everyone that these suspects should not be approached, and if you do see them, to call 911 or your local police immediately.
U.S. House Republicans and Democrats had very different reactions to former special counsel Robert Mueller's testimony yesterday. House Democrats said there's still a case to be made to the country. Republicans said Democrats need to move on.
We want to have the strongest possible case to make a decision as to what path we will go down, and that is not endless in terms of time or endless in terms of the information that we want. But if it comes to a point where the cone of silence and the obstruction of justice and the cover-up in the White House prevents us from getting that information, that will not prevent us from going forward. In fact, it's even more grounds to go forward.
I challenge the Democratic colleagues, get over the election of 2016. Run in 2020 if you want. This president has put forward a great economy. This president's put forward great ideas. Run on those. Quit trying to dredge up a picture that today got painted that said your investigation is over. Mr. Mueller's done his job. He presented a report. Someone asked, did you find out anything new? The answer.
Facebook users and critics expressed skepticism and disappointment over the Federal Trade Commission's settlement with the company, which includes a $5 billion fine for privacy violations and new oversight and restrictions on its business.
Most importantly, the settlement today contains no limits at all on how Facebook collects and uses and shares the personal information of its users. We think that for a company the size of Facebook, $5 billion is not a sufficient incentive for them to refrain from violating people's privacy in the future. And so overall, we view the agreement today between Facebook and the FTC as a missed opportunity that is not enough to protect consumer data privacy.
Maxime Bernier says that if he becomes prime minister, his government would slash immigration and refugee numbers, build a fence to block asylum seekers from walking across the border, and end a program that lets immigrants sponsor their families to join them. With his People's Party of Canada barely touching 2% in opinion polls, the Quebec MP chose to hit one of his key themes at an event in Mississauga last evening. He pledged to reduce the number of immigrants admitted to Canada each year to 100,000 or 150,000 at most if the economy and other circumstances allow that many. Canada currently admits about 350,000 immigrants. Bernier said Canada must look after its own citizens first and focus on newcomers who bring economic value to the country. He denounced mass immigration and extreme multiculturalism, saying that these policies would lead to social conflicts and potentially violence. These ideas have nothing to do with freedom, his speech said, but rather a very dangerous type of social engineering. He identified Islamism or political Islam as a threat to our values and way of life. The federal health minister warned yesterday in a letter to her Ontario counterpart that eliminating out-of-country health insurance could jeopardize access to necessary medical care and become a hardship for some travelers. Ginette Petitpas-Taylor said the move announced by Premier Doug Ford's progressive conservative government will hurt people who travel regularly to the United States. Petitpas-Taylor said in her letter to Ontario Health Minister Christine Elliott that even modest increases could pose a hardship for some individuals. If all publicly financed reimbursement of out-of-country physician and hospital services is eliminated, private health insurance premiums for travelers will inevitably rise for all Ontario residents, she said. The program currently covers out-of-country inpatient services up to $400 a day for a higher level of care, such as intensive care, for instance, as well up to $50 per day for emergency outpatient and doctor services. In May, Elliott announced the decision to scrap the program following a 6-day public consultation, saying it's very costly and does not provide value to taxpayers. The change is expected to come into effect October 1st. A spokesperson for Elliott confirmed yesterday that the government intends to wind down the program and strongly encourages people to purchase travel health insurance. Meanwhile, as we told you, yesterday Petitpas-Taylor was in the Sioux for discussions on the opioid crisis and senior care.
Recently, the Government of Ontario established a $100 million affordability fund to help Ontarians who don't qualify for low-income conservation programs ease the burden of their electricity bill. Whether you rent or own your home, as long as you pay your electric bill, you could qualify. There are 3 levels of support available. The first is a home energy kit with upgrades like smart power bars and LED light bulbs. The second includes Energy Star appliances that help keep things cool during the hot summer months. The third is for electrically heated homes so that your power bills don't break the bank during those long Canadian winters. Plus, all upgrades, including installation, are completely free of charge. Visit affordabilityfund.org or call 1-855-494-FUND to find out if you qualify.
Do you remember Jeffrey Epstein?
No.
Multi-bazillionaire.
Oh,
very recently.
You mean Jeff? Yeah, I know.
As soon as I said multi-bazillionaire, because he's one. He was or is in jail because of underage sexual assault.
Oh, I was going to say free my boy Jeffrey, but never mind.
No.
Stay there.
You don't want to do that. Well, apparently, like this was big news. And apparently he was found injured in his jail cell with marks on his neck. So the officials can't tell if he tried to hurt himself or if another inmate hurt him.
They can't tell?
They can't
Don't
tell.
they have the technology to be able to figure that out
Can't
if it's
they just
self-inflicted
say,
or not?
Did you try to kill yourself? Or
Well,
did somebody hurt you?
He's not going to say, yeah, they'll put him somewhere else in the
Well,
prison.
apparently he's under suicide watch now.
Oh, well, he's already there then.
Yeah. And some people are speculating that he did it perhaps to be transferred because he's not really fond of that jail. So he just wants to shop around a little bit, wouldn't you?
Well, Jeff, let me tell you, people anywhere don't like when kids get hurt. So good luck finding anyone that likes you.
Absolutely.
From here on out, buddy.
When the word gets out, my friend, it's not going to be pretty.
And you can't pay off anyone in jail.
You wrote down cow cuddling?
Yeah.
What the heck is...
I was going to segue into that a little bit more creatively. Yeah, so...
I couldn't figure out how to.
Thanks for cheating.
Okay, no problem.
Suzanne Vollers is the owner of the Mountain Horse Farm in New York State. It's a bed and breakfast. She's from the Netherlands, and apparently it's a very common practice now in Europe that's getting a lot of popularity. When you're stressed, when you're upset, to cuddle with cows.
I think I dated that guy.
That is the picture from the actual Airbnb. They say when cows are digesting their food, they like to just sit and chill out, and they say that's the perfect time for humans to go and cuddle with them. Their heartbeat's slower than humans, so it calms you down. I just think it's crazy though. So
imagine the smell. How do you know that? Right? Because they're stinky. Plus, they're not cuddling back, are they? Then
no, they don't care. They're just like, oh, okay, well.
And if they do, their legs are hard, so now they're cuddling with you, and like moo. No, I don't think that would be good. I wouldn't go there. Would you?
I didn't like you hitting me there, so I don't think I'd like a cow hitting me. My phone's in the other room. HR?
HR, help me. Anne Hathaway, do you know who she is? Actress. Oh yeah, any pretty woman he knows, of course, right?
So I hang out with you, Lou.
Thank you.
I saved myself.
That was good.
That was good.
She is pregnant with baby number 2. You already knew that because you're the culprit.
I didn't know that. I didn't
culprit.
I wish.
Yeah.
And take me to the top.
Yes,
Take me
right?
with you.
Yes, she's a doll. So she's pregnant with baby number 2, which is awesome because she
that's what it is. Awesome. That's what we're going with.
Just because it's not yours, chill out. Hey, Lil Nas teams up with BTS's RM.
RM.
I had to read that
Moss.
because I had to read that because there's a lot of acronyms in there. Lil Nas X.
That was the guy that did
that song. I love the country one with Billy Ray Cyrus.
Is that the word you're going to use? Love.
Honestly, I love that song.
Wow.
I've listened to it like probably 10 times since.
Really?
Seriously, I sought it out.
Wow.
It is such a fun little ditty.
Wow.
Right?
No swears in it.
No swears.
Right.
Lil Nas, man. Doing a fun little ditty.
And joining up with BTS.
Right.
Wow, that is a smart move because they have got some insane fans. There's a portion of the internet that is very dark and I will never go to, and it is overrun by BTS fans.
Really?
Oh, it's, yeah.
So why is it dark?
There's Buddy there, I guess.
Yes. Yeah, that's him. So why is it dark? What does that mean?
Because I don't want to know. I don't want to know anything about it. I stay away from it. It's like in Lion King where like everything that the light touches is yours. But what's over in the dark? Don't go there. That's the BTS song.
There
you don't want to know what's going on over there.
And these, in case you don't know, BTS of course is a group of young
K-pop?
men from
It's like a male K-pop group.
Yeah, awesome. They are so hugely popular,
yeah,
like you said.
Like crazy chaotic fans. Like if you thought like, I guess our equivalent over in North America would be kind of like Justin Bieber or something when he was just coming into the scene. But this seems like 10 times crazier than that.
Or your fans.
Or my fans,
you know,
overrunning
the doggers.
Overrunning the station.
The
doggers. The A-doggers.
The A-doggers are there's a president of the fan club, and if you need to become a member of the A-doggers, just call. And I'll give you a number. And
are you the president of my fan club?
Well, I didn't want to say that, but I was trying to be anonymous. But yeah, so if you want to become an A-dogger, just call. We can help.
Yeah, I'd send you to a psychiatric ward if you're in my fan club.
I was joking. Click.
We can help you. We can help you. Call us, please.
Speaking of hot.
Speaking of helping you.
About what's coming up next?
Aaron Gravel, fire safety. What do you want to know? What do you need to know? You'll know after this commercial break.
Thank you, A-Dog.
When you support the Restore, it helps Habitat for Humanity build affordable housing for families. How does this work? New and gently used goods are donated to the Restore. The sale of these goods generate funds for building homes. For every $1 spent at the Restore, there is a $4 return on investment within our community. For example, Habitat homeowners have better educational outlook, increased employment stability, improved health, and reduction in the use of social services. Every donation and every dollar we receive through the Restore helps build sustainable housing for future homeowners. Everyone needs a foundation to build a future. To find out more and how you can help, drop by the Restore at 32 White Oak Drive or go to habitatsioux.ca.
As a nation, Canada has participated in all of the major world conflicts. In the Sioux area alone, over 10,000 men and women have enlisted in the Canadian Armed Forces. The Veterans Commemorative Monument aims to cement the legacy of the Canadian Armed Forces in stone. It will highlight the bravery, strength, courage, and sacrifice of our servicemen and women. In times of need, they volunteered to serve us. Now it is our time to thank and recognize their sacrifice. You can help honor our men and women of service by donating today. To help construct this special, one-of-a-kind monument, visit thosewhoserve.ca to find out how to donate and more.
Welcome back to the morning show. I'm feeling safer already, but this is the time of the year where you need to be a little bit more conscious of what you're doing when it comes to fire and at-home safety, and some stuff that might just go right over your head, stuff that I wasn't even thinking about, but that's why we bring in the expert, Aaron Gravel from Fire Services. How you doing, Aaron?
Good. Thanks for having me.
How did you get up so early this morning to make it in? Because I almost didn't.
No, you know what? I'm always, I was at the station already this morning
Right.
and checking everything from last night to see what happened and going through, but no, this is normal. This is late. I've already had a couple cups of coffee.
Oh
We're
my
good.
goodness. So you're peaked right now on the coffee. That's perfect. So right now the fire services have been doing a couple different things. You've got programs you've been working on. You've been doing your door-to-door services. So right now with the door-to-door services, what are you guys actually looking for when you actually arrive at someone's doorstep?
So it's our in-service program. It's our door-to-door program. The reason we call it in-service is because our trucks and crews are still actually working. We don't take them out of service. So if there's a 911 call, we go to that call right away. The guys have the radios on them, and basically they're going to different neighborhoods. So we have 4 fire halls in the city, and each fire hall goes to a different neighborhood, and they're checking for smoke alarms, carbon monoxide alarms, checking batteries, testing alarms for people, talking about escape plans, about extinguishers, and we give fire safety awareness. It's basically an awareness program, and we just want to make sure, because not all the time people reach out to us, or they think that they're bothering us and we're busy, and we're busy, but we're never too busy to talk to people. But this is a chance for us to get out in the community, actually physically go to your house, because your house might be different than my house and compared to your neighbor's house, and we have a little bit of an older building stock in Sault Ste. Marie, obviously, so we have some different houses and different styles of houses, so it's very important that we get to those different places. And basically, we give them an information pamphlet, and if there's people too that they turn us, they don't want us to come to their house, and that's fine. Like, it's no pressure. We're not giving out fines or anything like this. No, you're not kicking in
their door saying, I have to do this.
No, it's not a have to. It's an awareness, and we want to be there for them and answer questions we have for them. And even like we'll change batteries for people and things like that as well too. So one of the newer things we've done this year with the program, actually we started last year, but smoke alarms only last 10 years.
Okay.
New houses or houses that were built in 2009 are now 10 years old.
Right. So you're going to still...
Their smoke alarms are expired and need to be changed.
And you're going to think your house is brand new still, because 10 years old for a house is nothing.
It's not that old.
But 10 years old for a smoke detector.
That's right. So we actually worked with the Innovation Center, and we got a list of all the building stock, the houses in the city that were built with their address, postal code, and we mailed out letters to those houses letting them know that their smoke alarms are expired and that they need to have them changed. Whether if they're hardwired alarms, which are electrical, then they would have to potentially get an electrician to come in and change those for them. And some of the newer houses, like that could be up to 4 or 5 smoke alarms that you have to change.
Right, depending on how many floors, how many rooms and stuff like that.
Exactly.
What's the biggest challenge with an older house compared to a newer house then?
The older houses, I would say for smoke alarms, is finding the proper spot to put them. So a lot of times in older houses you have some drop ceilings, especially in basements, things like that, or unfinished basements people have them way up in the rafters in between the joists, the smoke's going to go right over that. So you have to find the proper location. A lot of times older houses too, they have them in the wrong spot. They'll have them in a landing by their side door, or they'll have them halfway up the wall. When if they're going to be on the wall, they have to be 4 inches from the ceiling. So there's a lot of technical things that go along with it, and that's part of the reason why we go door to door to give this information. And it takes a while. Like, we have over 24,000 residential dwellings in the Sioux. So for us to get to everyone, it takes a few years. So if you don't see us in your neighborhood, it might be a year or 2 years. Plus,
They're getting there. You're getting there.
we're getting there.
Yeah.
Plus, you might not even be home. Like we do it Monday to Thursday, and it's only from 6:30 till just before 9. So we don't want to, we don't want to interrupt dinner. We don't want to wake the kids up, or
Right.
you're trying to put them to bed or anything like that. So you're only getting a few hours, a few days a week. So it's a tough. And you might be gone for ice cream, you might be gone to soccer practice,
Right.
so not always you're going to be there. But if you ever have questions, reach out to us always.
And as upset as you may be saying, why didn't they come to my house? You'll be a lot happier that the kids aren't waking up. Ooh, firefighters are here running around the house, right?
Stickers for everybody.
Right. So I was just kind of thinking as you were speaking now, with so much smart technology, you've got door locks that have cameras on them and things that can send updates to your phone. Is there any sort of smoke detector that can now connect to a phone and say, hey, my battery's running low, or anything newer technology?
There are newer technologies, nothing that is UL certified, and that's CSA UL certified are the big ones for us. They have to be. It's the same thing why we tell people not to buy, dollar store batteries. You have to have the proper batteries. We were talking about that earlier. And making sure that, if you buy your smoke alarms in the United States, they might not be certified for use in Canada.
No way.
Or if you order them on Amazon or anything like that. So you have to be careful, check them, make sure that they're UL or CSA certified so that they can be used in Canada. And that goes for everything. Light bulbs, extension cords. Because if there's a fire caused by something that's not certified, you're on the hook for it.
Yikes.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully that doesn't happen. Hopefully this is going to get people running to their smoke detectors now to check them out. But you've been doing a lot of other things as well, like the seniors program, Project ASAP.
You know what? We started last July. It actually started last July 15th, and we have visited over 60 houses so far, and it has been busy. We've changed over 100 alarms in those 60 houses, a couple dozen batteries. It's been very busy, but awesome. Great response. We're more booked in the next couple weeks too to go visit. And it's a 1 hour visit with seniors, anyone who's 65 and over, living on their own. Since we've done a year now, we're in our callbacks. So every year, once you enter the program, we'll call back to go over and change the batteries, because you change your batteries every year, and we make sure we change the batteries and make sure maybe something's changed. Maybe there's been mobility changes, or maybe the smoke alarm needed to be changed, something malfunctioned. So we go back and we do a recheck every year. So we're into our rechecks now, and we're still booking new ones, and it's climbing and climbing and climbing, and it's awesome. It's a really good program. It's effective. It's something that we need to do for our seniors, because you don't want sometimes I have friends that don't like getting up on ladders. Imagine if you're 70, 80 years old. We've had someone in the program 96 years old, still living on their own. You don't want someone like that age standing on a ladder and trying to change the batteries in a smoke alarm, when we can come and do that for them.
Right. Now, when you go to a house, what would qualify as like a perfect house? Something that they've got all their smoke detectors in the right place, batteries. What sorts of things would make that for that perfect house?
Perfect house. So if let's say it's a standard bungalow, which most houses are, standard bungalow, you'd have a smoke alarm upstairs, smoke alarm downstairs. We take them off the ceiling, check the date, so make sure they're no more than 10 years old, so less than 10. They have a carbon monoxide alarm near all their sleeping areas. So if they have a sleeping area in the basement and upstairs, they potentially need one upstairs and downstairs if they have a fossil fuel burning appliance or an attached garage, anything like that. So if they're all within their dates, we test them, they all work. We still, even a perfect house that has all the alarms, we talk about fire extinguishers, we talk about safe cooking right in the kitchen.
Okay.
We do an escape plan, so we draw one out,
I feel like that's something a lot of people don't have.
It is something. And, a lot of people think, well, it's just for kids. It's not just for kids, especially for older adults who have mobility issues, or you find sometimes too. I've been to a few houses where, and not just from the program, but just houses in general, where they have like a TV unit blocking their front door, Oh, well, I don't use that door. I just use the side one.
Right, I can think of many houses right now like that. Yeah.
So, well, if you have that and the fire is at your side, by your side door, you can't get out that door. Now you got to try and move a TV stand or a TV. It just doesn't work, right? So little things like that, reminders about having a meeting place somewhere outside, a plan to call 911 from your neighbor's house, anything like that. So it's just the little things, the reminders that go through.
Well, Aaron, thank you so much for keeping us safe, letting the people of Sault Ste. Marie know what they need to do, because, hey, you got a test to pass if these guys show up at your door.
That's right.
More Mornings with Luann and Tim right after this.
I love women. I love older women, professional women, stay-at-home moms. I love how women put the family first. I love how you're so concerned that I'll get to your husband. You have no idea that I'm coming after you.
Make death wait. Please donate to fund life-giving research, because heart disease and stroke is the #1 killer of women.
Hi folks, hey listen, the SPCA's got something going I think it's terrific. No hot pets, that's what it's called. You know what it's for? It's for dummies that leave their pets in the car. If you see this and you're walking by and you see a pet in a hot car roasting away, the windows up, you call the police or call SPCA and they'll have somebody there quick. Don't let our pets die in the car. Get involved.
What do you wish for? A nice life? Nice things? Or do you wish for something more? A sense of purpose? Do you wish to discover a cure? To write code that cracks an unsolvable question? To further our exploration into space? Or to invent something that changes everything right here on Earth? Well, if that's your wish, make yourself ready. Because when you look back, you'll see that you didn't just make wishes, you realized them.
So I hung my head and I cried. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away.
We only have 20 seconds till the show's over, so I have to fill in everything really quickly. KC Security, thank you so much for sponsoring 2 months in a row the morning show. That is absolutely fantastic, and I can't thank you guys enough for keeping us safe. Lou, what do you have to say?
And thank you so much for showing up, A-Dog, again. We certainly appreciate that. Tomorrow is Friday. Hope to see you then. Have an awesome day.
Never call me A-Dog again. Okay, goodbye. See you tomorrow.
What will your last 10 years look like? Will you be quick enough for a game of tag with your grandchild? Strong enough to embrace every moment? Will you grow old with vitality? Or get old with disease? It's time to decide. The average Canadian will spend their last 10 years in sickness. Change your future at makehealthlast.ca.